Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League, and things are not looking good so far. After going to the championship series last year and blowing it in Game 3, we have not looked good to begin season 5. Oh my gosh, season 5 of the Tundras, and I'm starting to lose hope. I did want to say I'm on the fence about making a couple of moves here. I was looking at some of the options that we have available, and there was one thing that I was considering, and that was bringing in Patrick Beal to replace Anya Corona. Doing this would actually give us an official, I think a pretty decent, startable catcher in Patrick Beal, who would have tier 3 clutch. He is not a good hitter by any means. Corona will never be used. I just don't know if I'll ever really have a viable way to put her in. And this would give us the opportunity to also flex Chandler Base back to right field, where I think he's actually a lot more suitable, and push Colin Mad to be our starting left fielder again. I just think that makes a lot more sense. It also gives us a better offense, I think, overall. I'm not sure I want to do it just yet, just because I think that that's a move that I would want to do if we felt like we were going to win, and I don't really feel like we're there yet. I know we talked about this briefly during the off-season, but I was also looking at Jacques Dennis, and considering him being brought in for Leonidas Mahoney, who is a rookie but has not really done much at all. He is a liability in the field. We've been holding him solely in the DH spot. And having Jacques Dennis come back would give us an option at first base that we could move to whenever necessary. And I was actually looking at the attributes, and we lose 6 contact but gain plus 11 power, and we would get the bad ball hitter trait back. One bad season from Jacques Dennis may have been a bit of an overreaction to get rid of him. This is a one move chemistry-wise, and it would free up $3 million. So I'm actually leaning towards doing this one. I just think it would be a solid option for us to consider to be able to get some of our, maybe our offense back on track. And Leonidas was someone I was kind of hopeful for, but he hasn't really impressed me at all. Just a quick refresher for myself and for anyone else that hasn't watched in a minute. I guess he's 3 for 6, so I guess I should shut my mouth here, because he's already gotten 3 hits and 6 at bats. And actually, as a team, offensively, he's probably one of our better hitters so far. He is one of 2 players that have 3 hits, and that's Colin Mad and Leonidas Mahoney. So I guess I need to stop what I'm saying, because I guess I'm going off of vibes right now. I will actually say, hold on, because another option to consider here. So Christian Black can play third base, right? So can Pork. We have Royce Howell here, who's on the bench, and he's just a bench bat, or I'm sorry, he's a bench fielder up the middle. We could replace Christian Black with Jacques Dennis. This would give us a better bench bat option in Dennis, and it would allow us to flex him and Mahoney and Huff around whenever necessary. And then really our biggest weakness is just going to be at catcher, because Chandler Base is fine and he's a good hitter, but he's just not a good option behind the plate. And Olivia Bridges is just way too weak in the contact department to have her reliably starting for us. So I don't know. I'll give this one another thought here. Give me feedback in the comments if you see this. I haven't recorded the next video yet, whether you think it would make more sense for us to go with Jacques Dennis over Christian Black. Do we go with Jacques Dennis over Leonidas Mahoney, or do we stay with where we're at? Do you like the idea of bringing in Beal for Corona? We probably only have one more game left to make any of these moves before those players will get replaced. One thing that will nullify a lot of these decisions will be a loss to the War Wagons, and potentially kind of a shift towards giving up on this season. We are sitting at 0-2, so are they. Rose Faye will be on the mound for the War Wagons, as will Everett Callahan, who's getting his first start with our team. Let's go ahead and see what the lineup looks like. Price is tense. Pork Guevara is tense. They were our best hitters for most of the season. I'm going to bump Mad up. I'm going to bump Shoei up. And I'm going to bump Huff up. Price and Guevara are going to drop. And then we'll leave the rest of this lineup as is. I'm fine with this. Base probably has one more game in him before he needs to take a seat for a game or so. So let's go ahead and get out to the ballpark. Oh, I do want to set our lineups to our standard away or a home uniform, excuse me. Our standard being my favorite home uniform. And let's get out to the ballpark. Back to Stade Royale for Game 3 of the season. We're 0-2 so far at Stade Royale. Can we avoid going 0-3? The offense needs to figure it out. Everett Callahan will be getting his first start with the team. He is not a rookie, but he will be getting his first start for us. How can he hold up against the War Wagons, who we swept out of the playoffs, and they may be looking for vengeance today? First pitch swinging is missed by Jesse Lupton, whose .333 average will go up after a base hit past the diving Shoei into center field. A leadoff single after 2 pitches. Callahan will immediately put himself into the stretch as he faced off against Wheat Powell. Tier 3 bad jumps, excuse me, but a great speedy player in the outfield with great power and decent contact. He lines right to Finley. Runner holds at first. And there's out number 1. And now the Tundra killer, Gander McUtters. Cannot gander at her for very long because she makes me angry. Batting .200 on the season. No home runs, no RBIs. Tier 1 consistent. Playing third base today. Runner takes off with Steeler. Throwdown is in time. So we were talking about base being a liability behind the plate, but even with Tier 3 Steeler, we're able to make the play. And then McUtters grounds to short. So decent start to his season here for Callahan, who... A weird way to go, 1-2-3, but he does face the minimum in the first inning. Now Chandler Base will come up, batting .333 on the season. Our leadoff hitter, as he's gotten on base, he's been able to leverage that distractor trait. And we'll see what Rose Faye does. As the Tier 1 falls behind Trade on a 2-1 count, she gets a strike taken low, and he chases a curveball high. There's strike 3 swinging and out number 1. Now Colin Mad comes up batting .500, as we talked about. One of 2 players to have 3 hits, which leads the team. He does have Tier 3 power versus righties, something we wanted to take advantage of as much as possible. Seems to be happening here. 2-1 count. Swings through strike 2, not ideal. And he had a changeup right in the breadbasket. And he pops it up to second base. Missed opportunity there, and that's out number 2. Now Dennis Shoei will come up. He had a lackluster season for us as he started his Tundra career last year. And then he really went off in the playoffs. He ended up ending the season with an injured hammy, which put a big damper on a great playoff run for him. And he has started off slow this season. And it'll continue as he strikes out. This team, okay, so this is what I've been kind of feeling out. I don't like giving up on a series like this. Like, I want to keep fighting until we figure it out, as Harold Simpson comes up on fire with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs this season. I don't like giving up on these types of series, but this has been very taxing for me. Sent to deep right field, and Z Price will catch that one right up against the wall. I don't know what to do. I had the idea of just clearing out the player pool and starting fresh with a new kind of Chem Lock League, same teams, but just new players, and just reset this whole Chem Lock with the Tier 3 of competitive, spirited, and crafty, because I do want to make that work, and I think it can. We've just been really, really unlucky with player options, as well as been really unlucky with players not producing. So that's option number one. The one thing I don't like about that is, one, it feels like I'm giving up, and two, there are some players I really like from this series, so I'm thinking I might just export them, pick a few players I like, and maybe throw them into the new player pool. But I also I feel a bit dirty about that, because then I'll be throwing off the balance of the league that way. And we may not even get those players, because I want to do a shuffle draft again. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. We could just press the reset, or we could just do what we did with like the Outlaws, where we just move on to a different team in the other conference, and we just keep this player pool, change the chemistry structure, and figure something else out. I don't know. Let me know what you think about if we don't find success this year, which I'm not going to sit around and wait for this team to just suddenly have a run. We're not going to watch every game if it's going to be this disappointing. And when we have underperformers that are as talented as Zeke Price, it just really makes it really frustrating to watch. Faye is just mowing us down, and it should not look like this. 1-2 count to Zeke, who's tense, and he'll dink a base hit into center field. So he gets on for his second hit in 3 games. He gets his mojo back, so that's nice to see. I don't know why he has no power. Like, his pop is gone. Cork is quiet this year. He's tense, batting .333. No home runs, no RBIs. He was our Rookie of the Year and All-Star last year. Has not shown it thus far. He gets ahead 2-0, and he pops up right behind second base. Is Pugh to catch that one. God. Mahoney with a runner on first base and 2 outs will come up with Tier 3 first pitch Slayer. And he takes it for a strike. And then grounds back to the pitcher. So it's a pitcher's duel here. Number 3 versus number 3. Both teams get 1 hit. Now Ren Dozen rolls will come up. Hitless on the year. Still neutral mojo. Tier 2 RBI hero not activated. Callahan looking good early so far. I hate saying that because then stuff like this happens. And it could fall apart very quickly. But Dozen rolls gets his first hit of the year on an 0-2 count, a base hit up the middle. 1 on and nobody out for Ian Hackett. He was a guy that started his career with the Tundras and was not successful despite his talent. Could have really used a Steeler like him in center field, but I guess at that point we wouldn't have been able to find Zeke Price. But I don't know, the idea of Zeke Price is much more alluring than the execution of Zeke Price, it feels like. Ah, damn it. And just as I said, everything has been looking good so far. Ian Hackett will blast one to center field for a 2-run shot to break the tie. 443 right into the batter's eye, and that went off like a cannon or something War Wagon related. Cohen Bungalow is tense, and he pops one up off the end of the bat into shallow center field. Zeke Price will catch that. First out of the inning. Now Lupton comes up, 1-for-1 with a single. Got caught stealing back in the first inning. He hits one hard to dead center field. That one's carrying. Zeke Price up against the wall, and that's going to get out of here. So Lupton gets a hold of one, and he'll extend the lead 3-0. And I do believe I'll watch a half inning more of this, as Callahan's now tense. It doesn't matter who we have in the starting lineup, or I mean on the starting rotation. It just seems like they all struggle. Oh my God. Hit hard to left field. Carrying, but on the run is Baldwin. He catches up to it right at the edge of the warning track for out number 2. It's 3-0 here in the top of the third. Gander McCutters 0 for 1. Callahan still tense. He got her to ground out to shortstop last time. Takes a strike here. It's a 1-1 count. Ball misses in. And Gander McCutters dead left or hard left field, and that's going to get out. I'll give our offense one more look here in the bottom of the third, and then we're done. 379. McCutters' first home run of the year. She continues to be a Tundra killer. 4-0, and Harold Simpson comes up, who's on fire. Callahan probably going to get pulled here. But they're going to keep him in. They want to watch him suffer against on fire Harold Simpson. Ooh, it's one hard to the center field. Luckily, right to Zeke Price, who catches that one. I don't know what to say. We're down 4-0. We give up 4 hits. A leadoff single followed by a home run. 2 more solo home runs in there. We have Rosie Faye locked in, just completely shutting out our offense. And Royal Finley comes up batting 500. Grounds to second. Bungalow to first, out number 1. Baldwin batting 333, has an RBI. First pitch pulled foul. Popped foul, down 0-2 now. And we'll pop foul again, not making good contact here. And he dribbles to the pitcher. Faye with an easy play. Out number 2. It's Chandler Bass, who struck out to lead off this game, come up to the plate for a second at-bat. We're going to be done after his at-bat, assuming everything goes the way we expect. The ball misses somehow inside. That one catches. Over 40 pitches for Faye now. 2-1. Base to deep left field. It is going to get down, bounces up in front of the bullpen of the War Wagons, and he'll coast into second base with a double. So showing the smallest sliver of life, the Tundra offense here with a runner on second and 2 outs. Colin Mad is 0 for 1, and Faye will have Tier 3 distractor against her, along with falls behind, and Mad comes through with the first pitch swing base hit. Weed Powell comes throwing up home, and that's going to get cut off by Simpson, and Colin Mad comes through with an RBI single. Scoring from second is base, and we have a little bit of life. The fans are a bit confused because they're seeing our team hit the ball, not something they've seen at all this season. And Shoei sends one to deep left center field. This one's got a chance, and that's going to get out of here into the stands. And again, one of the fans actually grabbed it and was ready to throw it back into the field. They had just assumed if it got to them, it had to have been a War Wagon hitter. Didn't expect that from Shoei, who gets his first home run and second RBI of the season. And just like that, we're down 4-3. Great response after the ugly 4-run inning that we just put up, or gave up against the War Wagons in the top of the third. Hold foul here, as Huff will come up with another nobody on situation. 1-2 count. Ball misses outside. Faye is tense. And Huff pulls one into left field. That's going to end right into the glove of Powell at the warning track. Ends the inning, but we are getting closer now. 4-3 ball game. So at the top of the fourth. I guess I'm sticking around because the offense just needs to be threatened. Not the way I want it to work out, but I don't know. Callahan's still tense. He'll start with a ball high and into Alonso. Alonso does have Tier 2 choker, but not activated. No pressure here. And a liner to Shoei. It's going to bounce right in front of him, but a nice little block there. And toss to first for out number 1. Hugh is 0 for 1, batting 167 and tense. Good hitter, though. Always break out of it in a moment's notice, especially against a tense Callahan. And a grounder backhanded by Finley over to first, out number 2. Good play from the third baseman. And Rendazzo Rolls, who started the scoring in the last inning, comes up with his first hit of the year, a 1 for 5 year so far. Callahan's still tense despite the 2 quick outs. He falls behind 2-0. Doesn't roll, slow roller. Bounces off the grass, weird. Actually heading up the middle, but Shoei was still able to catch up to that. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 4th inning. So is Callahan going to pick up the trend from McBiddles of one bad inning? Is he going to look good the rest of the way here? He doesn't have much left in the tank, but the War Wagons will turn to their bullpen. Michael Luna didn't have a great start to his War Wagon career as he is he has a 9 ERA. That'll go down a little bit after Zeke Price grounded slowly to short and lost his mojo again. Cork, who popped up last time. Oh my gosh, this team. All right, so Luna here with a tier 2 K neglector trait with 0-2. Cork still chases, but he's able to foul it off. And elite 4-seam fastball at tier 3 will be smacked into right field. Cork gets his mojo back on a base hit. Mahoney will come up 0 for 1. Tier 3 or a high pressure situation now. Average speed over at first base in Guevara. And a ground ball to second will be a double play. And yeah, I think that'll do it for Leonidas. I'm going to go with Jacques Dennis. I'd rather have the potential of the old man coming back versus what we're seeing out of Mahoney there. Oh, my God. All right, Hackett hit a 2-run homer against Callahan just 2 innings ago. Starts with the strike here. Make it 2. Callahan back to neutral after a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 4 straight outs, 5 straight outs going back into the 3rd. And it's a Hackett ground out to short.
Number 29, Cohen
Bungalow 0 for 1. Still hitless in the season. Intense. He'll hit one hard to left center field, but he got underneath this one. And tracking it down is Baldwin. He's going to win the foot race. Zeke Price was over there too, but 2 outs and Lupton, who has gotten the better of Callahan. He's 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. He hits this one hard to left center field. And that one is off the wall. Zeke Price will come up throwing for second, but Lupton will cruise in with a double. And I don't know if he'll get another opportunity, but he is a triple shy of this cycle. And with 2 outs, runner on second base and Wheat Powell, who's tense, will have to face off against Quincy Healthy. He's now full stamina. We'll have tier 3 clutch in a max pressure situation. Gets first pitch strike. It feels like nobody on this team has done well this year, including our really solid bullpen has struggled, but Quincy Healthy just went slider, slider, slider all on the edge of the plate, and all 3 hit the same exact spot. Wheat Powell goes down looking. One of the more interesting pitch sequences you'll see, but that was really fun to watch. So now we go to the bottom of the 5th. We're still down by 1. Royal Finley will come up, facing off against Luna with tier 2 K neglector activated. Ball misses low. Luna will get the strikeout looking as Finley was guessing on something else and completely got fooled there. I think we actually took horse mustard from the War Wagons, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, who was their all-star last year? That one's grounded foul. Oh, it was Jefferson Larson was their all-star last year. That's funny. They also had Finley Curtis and Maximus Alonso as their all-stars last year too. 2 quick outs for Luna. He gets a mojo boost, and we go to the top of the lineup, and this is where the scoring got started last time with the double from Chandler Base. But now has to do it against Luna. This one's hit to right field, but not enough on it, and Lupton will haul it in. We go to the top of the 6th. It's still 4-3, and the War Wagons are looking for a little bit of insurance as they're going to go 3-4-5. We don't want Lupton to get another opportunity because that means this is a awful inning for us. McUdders had a home run. Tier 3 clutch still activated. A high-pressure situation here for Healthy. Healthy versus McUdders. Fouled off 1-2 count. And strike three swinging. Healthy gets the best of her. He's pumped. That's a big strikeout there. Now he has to do it again, this time against Harold Simpson, who's 0 for 2. He came in on fire. He's down to locked in. High pressure. Takes strike one on the slider. Slider misses low that time. 1-1 count. Ball misses inside. Simpson will swing through strike two. It's a 2-2 count with one out. Popped up right field shallow. Coming in on this one is going to be Colin Madd. He catches that for out number 2. Easy play in right field.
Number 3, Maximus.
Former All-Star, or last year's All-Star, Maximus Alonso. And a max pressure, so you'll see a Tier 2 choker activate as well as Tier 3 clutch. Perfect combo here, and it's a pop-up on the first pitch. Shallow center field is actually going to be just behind the shortstop position, so Port Guevara hauls it in. And our last chance, we go to the bottom of the 6th. We're down by 1. Luna, 17 pitches in, has settled in really well in his, I want to say, second start of his appearance this season. Colin Madd will come up first. Tier 3 power versus righties. At the RBI single, this time he grounds to short. And that'll be an easy out number 1. Dennis Shoei had a 2-run homer. Max pressure, so Tier 3 clutch. We'll get an extra boost here. You see there in the attributes right now. We really need this to be a quality at-bat, Dennis. Ball misses high, 1-1 count. And he pops up behind first base. Simpson will track that down, and that is infuriating. Infuriating. I don't know what happened in my head there. Glitched. Huff drops to a 125 average, and he hits one into left center field. This one is going to hit right at the base of the wall. Rounding first, heading to second base. He will coast in with a 2-out double, and we have the tying run in scoring position. He gets his mojo back, and Zeke Price will come up. Oh, shit, here we go. Zeke is tense, but Tier 3 clutch in a max pressure situation. 1 for 2 with a single. This is what we need from our S tier. Captain of the team takes a fastball low. 102 on the gun. And a ground ball to the right side. It's going to get through. Slow roller, rounding third and heading home. Lupton will come up with the throw, and it's not in time. Zeke Price comes through with an RBI single to tie it. Now it's our boy, Port Guevara. Back to his neutral mojo. Max pressure. Tier 3 clutch with max pressure over at first base. Ball taken high. Zeke, will he try and steal? When Ren Dozen Rolls has an elite arm behind the plate. Ball misses low. They do check on the runner. 2-0 count. This is the spot. Port takes it right down the middle. 2-1. Checking on the runner again. Zeke wisely stays. 2-1 count. And pulled to the left side. Hugh will toss to first, and that'll end the inning. But Zeke Price comes through with the weakest of base hits to right field to score the run from second. Huff, who we were really worried about there, had a big hit to get into scoring position and score the tying run. But now we go to extras. Oh, man, these games need to be this close when they're bad teams. I just don't get it. Quincy healthy at 16 pitches. 2-1 count here, and that's fouled off. Make it 2-2. Few tenths. Pops foul. High pressure, so clutch still activated. And this one's fisted. Will land in the glove of Huff, who got his mojo back, by the way. 1 out. Ren Dozen Rolls. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Now max pressure for Quincy, keeping his attributes as high as possible for as long as possible. 1-1 count. Pops foul, makes it 1-2 with 1 out. Dozen Rolls will hit one hard, but diving is Port Guevara to make the play. So he can't get it done with his bat. He's going to get it done with his glove there. And 2 down for Ian Hackett, who started the scoring with the 2-run homer. Couple innings back. Takes a strike. Pulls one foul. He's down 0-2. Oh, it doesn't get him to chase the slider low. Fastball is fouled off. 1-2 count, and popped up in the infield. Calling it is Huff. And he'll catch that to end the inning. So Quincy healthy has been incredible here in the last couple of innings. Our chance to now take the lead, but we're going to go 7-8-9. And Leonidas, great time to try and keep your spot on the team. Let's maybe go 1 for 3 with a solo home run to walk off and win it. He will take a strike right down the middle. You're a first pitch slayer. Slay it. That's why I hate this trait. 1-2 count. Hay Neglector activates. Luna's still in this game. Leonidas pulls one foul. Ooh, and he gets hit. So he's going to rub that one off as he heads down to first, and we have a leadoff man aboard. We are still at max pressure. Finley is 0 for 2. Luna gets pulled for Norbert Heath. Norbert's locked in. Long reliever, and he gives up a base hit down the left field line, and it's going to stay in front of Powell, so runners will hold at first and second, but Finley with his first hit of the day. Puts 2 on for Baldwin. 0 for 2, max pressure still, and Olivia Bridges will actually come in to replace Baldwin, has Tier 3 RBI Hero activated. First pitch swung through, strike 1. Fouled off. 0-2 count. Come on, Olivia. Fouls another one off. Staying alive. BR RBI Hero. No, she grounds to the shortstop. Bungalow to first, and that's a double play. Runner does advance to third, so the winning run is now 90 feet away with 2 outs, and Chandler Base, who's 1 for 3 with a double and a run. Come on, Chandler. Just 1 base hit. That's all we need. Ball misses high. Heath locked in again. Swings through strike 1. Come on, Chandler. Pop foul. Popped up, shallow left. Should be an easy play for Powell, and it is. We leave a runner stranded, and that is going to bring us to the 8th. So I don't think Healthy should start this inning, although they might give him the number 9 hitter here in Bungalow, who is tense. If they're going to give it to Horace Mustard, this is the right call. And Bridges stays in right. Mad goes to left. Again, this pisses me off. Bridges is a center fielder, or I mean a primary catcher that can play right field. And Chandler Base is a right fielder that can play catcher. Flip-flop him, damn it. And there's strike 3. So the K collector collects a K. Horace Mustard with a strikeout there. I think Horse is a former... No, he was with the Foresters. That's what I was thinking of. So Lupton will get his chance at a cycle. Instead, it's just a base hit up the middle. And 1 on, 1 out. Lupton over at first base as Tier 1 stealer. Got caught stealing once already. Weed Powell is tense, 0 for 3. Powell gets pulled for Pavlova Harrison with Tier 1 Mind Gamer. And Mustard is already at half stamina, so he's getting tired. First pitch swung at through strike 1. Ball misses low. Runner takes off. Throw down to second is wild. And Zeke Price will back it up, but runner will steal second here. And Lupton will get a mojo boost. This is why you needed Bridges behind the plate. K Collector activates. 0-2 count, or I mean a 2-2 count. Runner checked on at second, back safely. 1 out. Misses low and away. It's full. Pavlova fouls off. Oh man, Horse not having a clean inning here. Another one fouled off. Ball misses high. The good news is it puts 2 on. The bad news is Gander McCutters is coming up. Bring in Ellen Booth. They bring in Ellen Booth. Man, she's at at half stamina already. This sucks. We need a ground ball double play. Ellen with tier 3 rally stopper. Quick 2 strikes to McCutters. Fouled off here. Ellen's got to be efficient. Ball misses low and in on the slider. Ellen. Runners take off on the hit and run. It's fouled off. 1-2. Got to be careful with that pitch, Ellen. Oh my God. Deep right center field, and that should do it. Olivia's slow as hell because she's not a right fielder. Can't get to it, so Zeke Price will get it in. 1 run scores, saving a second runner from scoring, and you can see Base scratching his head right there too, wondering what the heck is going on here. Harold Simpson with a chance to extend the lead. It's 5-4 after the McUtters. Oh, boy. This is going to at least put 1, maybe 3 up against the wall of Zeke. He's going to call it. And runner is tagging from third. That's going to give them a two-run lead here in the top of the 8th. Hate this so much. Both runs will credit back to Horse Mustard. McUtters gets pulled for Rosario, the locked-in pitcher. Is going to go pinch hit over at first base. This team knows what they're doing. Putting a speedy runner at first base just only makes sense after you get 2 runs. Ella Booth falls behind 3-1. No more rally stopper, and she walks Alonso. We just blow it in every way possible. It doesn't matter what we do. We find a way to screw it up. Is Pugh about to hit a 3-run homer? I mean, he's tense. He's been struggling all game. Of course he's going to come through for a base hit. Rosario rounding third, heading home. There will be a play at the plate, and Zeke Price not in time. It's 7-4. That run will get credited back to Ellen Booth, who's exhausted because our starting pitchers can't do shit, so we have to use our bullpen constantly, and now Ellen has to stay in despite being exhausted. She's tense too, and she's going to give up a home run. 3-run homer. Cool. We wasted our whole game going into extras. Holy moly. It's 10-4. I think I might sim a couple of games right here as well, because I don't know what to do with this team. I think we got to be done with this. We lose 10-4. So freaking embarrassing. We have not gotten a win yet. Neither of the Foresters. The Colossus are 0-3. They have Argent Swingins. All right, since that game ended, God, I am deflated. This team stinks. Development for Quincy healthy. Don't know if we can afford it. Nobody we released is interesting. Everett Callahan with a chance to gain rally stopper at age 30. I don't know if I want to pay for that. Development for base. He's 29. +4 fielding for Corona, so she's naturally developing. I don't know. It's only 3 games into the season, so we can't fully tank. But I do think we can make a couple of moves here. So we already did discuss this, so I'm just going to pull the trigger on this one now. So we're going to bring in Dennis to replace Leonidas Mahoney. We're just going to save some money here because this is a wasted player to be paying $7 million for to do what he's been doing. We watched him take strike 1 at least 2 at-bats. So he only had 2 at-bats. So we're up to $8.5 million in surplus here. So we're going to make that move. Welcome back. Welcome back to the team, Jacques Dennis. Let's see how poorly you can perform for us. Anybody else we need to get rid of? Or we decide we want to save some money and move on from? I don't think we just start tanking, but it's really looking rough. I'll leave it the way it is. I am going to quick sim another game or two. Let me look at the schedule here. So we have, let's do this. Let's sim the Colossus, the Firebirds, and the Foresters, because the Colossus and the Foresters are both they're both winless. We sim this one to the Firebirds. I don't really care what it looks like, although it is a Luke Resplendent versus Wankerstein matchup, which would be interesting. We already saw the one against Potter. Let's just do this one against the Colossus really quick first and see where we're at there. Any development that we want to do before it goes away? We don't need to do this one for Quincy. This one's a bit tempting. Chance to gain rally stopper. He actually turns into a really good pitcher if he does. especially the power or the accuracy boost here. I'll wait one game anyways. Let's just go ahead and quick sim this one. I'm going to just see the suggested lineup here. They're going to bring in Bridges, but keep base and right field. Why do you put Colin Mad on the bench? What are you mad? Swingins is a lefty, so we just don't get the boost to contact versus, or the power versus righty trait. Baldwin stays in left. Let's give base a day off and put Mad back in right. I don't like this at all. We don't really have a good team, do we? Who's the better player in first base? I think it's still Huff. So we'll put Dennis at first, or at DH. Baldwin at left, Finley in right, or third base, and then Bridges is behind the plate. So I'm gonna sim this one, but I'm gonna make sure the lineup sticks. So let's just go ahead and play ball, go to battery bay, and then bail out of here. At least we don't have anyone tense in the starting lineup. I'm really disappointed with the Tundras. All right, let's see how well we do with against Arjun Swingins, our former pitcher. 0-3 versus 0-3. We take the lead and we blow it. I'm so glad we didn't watch that. Between these two, we'll drop Howell. And then I have to choose between these two. Shoei hasn't done anything outside of that home run. Wankerstein give up 2 earned runs. He's been more consistent for us than Shoei is, so I'm going to drop Shoei. It really doesn't matter who we have. It just consistently is a bad outcome for us. I'm so discouraged by this team. What am I at time-wise? Okay. I'm probably going to sim another game or two. Luke is locked in and having a really great year. And the Firebirds are 3-1, so I don't know if I can afford to watch what's going to happen here either. I did want to check and see what happened there. So Tenley ended up giving up 3 runs in 4 innings, and then she turned it over to the bullpen, who was gassed, and I'm guessing it was... No, Ellen had that really rough... I don't know. The team is exhausted. And Ellen did show up in that game because she's shown up in all 4 games. Everything's falling apart. How do we score? 2 RBIs, 2 RBIs, 2 RBIs, an RBI, a 1 for... Baldwin has a home run. Baldwin gets his first home run. He's now 2 hits out of 8 at-bats. And we have Price, Guevara, and Mad all leading with 4 hits. Jacques Dennis went 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And a run scored. I will take that. He didn't strike out. He got on base twice and he scored for us, so I think that's a solid first game for us. So, oops, I went down too far. After this game, any new opportunities here? Nothing we can afford, and nobody we want to pay for. Nothing we want to pay for here. So, question is, do I want to do this one for Everett Callahan? It's now or never. He's 30 years old. We're really going to do anything after this year? I don't know. I'm just going to try it. We'll see. So 4 accuracy, 1 contact, -2 junk. No bonus accuracy, chance for a rally stopper. This is the difference maker, and he doesn't get it. Okay. Doesn't matter. All right, so let's go ahead and set the lineup for this one. We get Base back in the lineup, and we're going to switch him out with Bridges. Bridges is going to get out of here. We're going to put Baldwin back in because apparently he's just going to start every game now. And I am going to... put Base back in the leadoff spot. Zeke. Actually, let's try Huff in the 3 spot. Mad is after Guevara, then Shoei, then Dennis, and then Finley, and then yeah, that's fine. This actually, on paper, looks like a pretty solid lineup, right? It's just we don't produce. So I'm going to do the same thing, stick the lineup here. We head back to Stade Royale, and we face off against our former ace, Luke Resplendent. He actually started the... Didn't he start as our ace?
The atmosphere is electric.
All right.
Here is Stade Royale. Mind your step up.
See how we do. The 3-1, the 3-1 Firebirds. We take in the lead. We hold the lead. We win a game. We win a game. We're 1-4. Jacques Dennis had a home run. Jacques with a home run, a 2-hit game, a double and a home run, holy moly, and Tenley Knight, yeah, she pitched the last one, so we're going to give it to Jacques. So far, the decision to move to Jacques actually helped us. Oh, Jesus, to do this between these two is so unfair. We're going to have to take... What do we got here? Zeke, 4 hits, 4 for 15. Pork, 4 for 15. Both... without a home run so far. Both have 1 double and 4 hits. And 3 singles. Both striking out too much. Yeah, we're going to just do Pork for now. Work to get your loyalty back there, bud. In between these two, I'm going to drop Baldwin because Christian Black is still super cheap. We want to try and keep it that way. I'm going to do one more game, and then we can finish this series, or season, or this episode, excuse me. All right, so development for Bridges to get Rally Starter. Probably not. Pork for development, no thank you. Wankerstein, chance to gain Meltdown, no thanks. Shoei with a chance to gain Science Stealer with Power and Contact. A boost there would be really, really nice. We can't do it this game anyway. And then -1 speed for Dennis Shoei. I don't know if I want to spend on that money for him. I don't know. That one's pretty good. Science Stealer doesn't really help, but Power and Contact would be really nice. So let's set the lineup here. Oh, and just a quick peek. How did Wankerstein do this time? He only gave up 1 run. Didn't get to go too deep in that game, I don't think. Ellen Booth pitched again and gave up another run. She has been way overused. I'm not even mad at her. She's freaking exhausted. Ellen is not only tense, but she's tense and she's really low on stamina. She just cannot catch a breather. We need a starter to go deep in a ball game, and then don't think we're going to get it out of Connor McBiddles, but let's set the lineup and get in there. Zeke's tense, Guevara's tense, Shoei's tense. What the fuck? Dennis is locked in. He's going to get rewarded with a bump up in the order here. So let's go Mad to 2, Huff to 3. Actually, Dennis to 3, Huff to 4. And I guess that's fine. How's Huff been doing? Everyone's got 4 hits. Mad has 6. So he's been doing his job. Although we need more pop out of his bat. With 3 home runs on this team. This is awful. Alright, let's just set the lineup and get in there and move on. The Foresters are still winless. McBiddle's heading out to Golden Field against Leonardo Owens. How will we do in this one? And this will be our last game that we're going to sim. Next game is a doubleheader against the Chompers.
Excitement is in the air here at Golden Field.
I don't know what to do about this series, folks. What do you think? Want to finish off this season regardless. We end up winning 3-2. RBIs from Price and Mad give us another win. So we're now 2-4. So just like that, like we're sneaking back up. We just got 2 straight wins and a doubleheader against the Chompers on the horizon. Somehow, if we win those 2 games, we could find ourselves in a really good spot. A really interesting spot, actually. And again, I have to tank loyalty. I'm going to have to do it for Wankerstein here just to avoid the really bad outcome for Pork at the end of the year. Sim ahead. Chompers are 5-1, so it's a tall order, but if we do win both of those, we're now a game behind them, which would be really fascinating. A game and a half behind them, I think. It's Callahan versus Barnett. Barnett had a great start in his first game. Let's see. -3 arm for Baldwin. Cool. Gets 1 speed, though. Finley with an arm, no thanks. And Howell with -3 power. So regression for a 24-year-old. But, of course. We have to do this for Shoei if we're going to do it. We're not going to do this, not going to do this, not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that one. This one for Finley, no, he's 35. This one for Bridges is interesting because if she does get Rally Starter, check this out. Plus 50 contact when we're trailing and bases are empty. She just goes from a 33 to an 83 in power, or in contact to go with her 63 power. That would be really, really nice, but it's just, I don't want to spend that money on her. I will do this one for Dennis Shoei just because the power and contact are too tempting to pass up on. So 2 power, 2 contact. Won't get the bonus power, but would love the bonus contact here, and he won't get it. He doesn't get Science Stealer either. So he's now an A. Need to start playing with this team is so frustrating right now. Looking at the stats, Mad has been great. Base has been fine, 6 for 17. He's not gotten any stolen bases though. He's also struck out 4 times. Huff, Price, Guevara all with 5 hits. Dennis Shoei only 3 hits. Finley 4 for 15. What did Dennis do there? He had a no-hit day there. No walks and a strikeout. That's fine. He had himself a pretty solid year, or a pretty solid start to coming back to the season. McBiddles. Oh, God. We just suck. We just suck. Quincy shows up. He pitches well. Wong's been pitching well in 3 appearances. Horse Mustard. The only reason he has 2 earned runs is because Booth came in and couldn't finish off. The only person I trust right now is Quincy healthy. And just like we wanted to have happen, Brew Buckley hasn't appeared at all. But look at our starting rotation. We have a 4.05 ERA, a 6.14, a 7.71, a 6.75. Nobody can pitch well at all, and it's really, really tough to watch. All right, let me know what you think about this team right now. We're about to go into a doubleheader against the Chompers. We can put up a fight and show that we're actually a talented team. If we do, we're sitting at a 4-4 record with a sweep here. But if we lose 1, we're 2-5, or we go 3-5 if we split the series, or we go 2-6. If we go 2-6, I feel like I'm just going to quick sim the rest of the season and see if we can somehow fight back into maybe the wild card. But it is not looking good, and I don't know what to do. Man, I'm just really deflated. And I'm simming, or I've pre-recorded this a little bit in advance, but I just come out of a recent Digafordo video that didn't go well either, and I recorded this one right afterwards, and so I'm just kind of down in general. My my positivity for any series on this channel seems to be hurting right now. Give me some positivity in the comments. If you have any thoughts for what to do with this team, I'd love to hear them. I just need something to go right. If you're enjoying the content, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all of you for watching the content through the good and the bad, through thick and thin, through the struggles and the successes. But look forward to seeing you all next time. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.